in charge of the women. Among these women was Esther, also known as Hadassah, an orphan raised by her cousin Mordecai. Mordecai instructed Esther not to reveal her nationality and family background.
Shh.
After a year of beauty treatments, each young woman would go to King Xerxes. When Esther's turn came, she won the favor of everyone who saw her, including the king. Xerxes was so taken with Esther's beauty and grace that he set the royal crown on her head and made her queen instead of Vashti. Esther kept her Jewish identity a secret, as Mordecai had advised. Meanwhile, Mordecai, who sat at the king's gate, overheard a plot to assassinate King Xerxes. Two of the king's officers, Bigthana and Teresh, conspired to kill the king. Mordecai told Queen Esther about the plot, and she reported it to the king, giving credit to Mordecai. The matter was investigated, found to be true, and the two officials were hanged. This was recorded in the book of the Annals in the presence of the king. An Agagite named Haman was elevated by King Xerxes to the highest position of authority above all the other nobles. All the royal officials at the king's gate knelt down and paid honor to Haman, as the king had commanded. But Mordecai refused to bow down or pay him honor. Haman was filled with rage and sought to destroy not only Mordecai, but all of Mordecai's people, the Jews, throughout the kingdom of Xerxes. To determine the most favorable day to carry out his plan, Haman cast the lot, called Pur in Hebrew, and it fell on the 13th day of the 12th month, the month of Adar. Haman went to King Xerxes and said, "There is a certain people dispersed among the peoples in all the provinces of your kingdom who keep themselves separate. Their customs are different from those of all other people, and they do not obey the king's laws. It is not in the king's best interest to tolerate them. If it pleases the king, let a decree be issued to get rid of them, and I will put 10,000 talents of silver into the royal treasury." The king took his signet ring from his finger and gave it to Haman to seal the decree. The decree went out by couriers